It's someone like you will love me. Oh, yeah. I'm on someone like you will love me. Love, yeah. I got her on my phone, it's BG. Ain't her. Ha.
Fendi and Gucci is goofy. LV Council, you tell them to sue. Rolex, AP, ain't shit. Y'all follow, need that, need us. Almighty, black dollar, black them bottles.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Two Cents. Today we are talking about Black-owned businesses.
B.O.B.
B.O.B. Oh, that's a good one.
B.O.B.
I like that.
Yes, in honor of Juneteenth.
And of course, we had to bring some of the two people that we know.
Some great business owners.
Great business owners. And we have Miss Grace.
Hi.
The stylist. Get you right, get you tight.
Period.
Okay.
And we have Mr. Barry Hudgens, CEO of Living Royalty.
What's good? Appreciate y'all having me.
Oh, Lord.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so, like Denisha said, today's episode is about Black-owned businesses, the good, bad, and the ugly. Good, bad, ugly, right? Yeah, that's how they say it. Just talk about some things that we've seen, like on social media and stuff. But real quick, we want to give you guys a chance to just do a little promo, because y'all know AK Coverage is big on supporting Black-owned businesses. So please market yourself real quick. Go ahead, Grace. Tell us what you do.
Well, like they said, my name is Grace T, Grace the Stylist, whatever you want to call me. I am owner of the Style Warehouse Salon in, I can say where I'm located? I don't know. Atlanta. Yes, please follow us on social media at the Style Warehouse Salon. Also, you can follow me at Grace the Stylist _. And yeah.
And I can vouch for her because I've been going to her since for the longest.
Definitely.
So, she's a good job.
Wow, I'm nervous now. Hers came out so well. My name is Barry Hudgens, co-owner of Living Royalty Clothing. My brother William Hudgens is the other co-owner. We've been doing this for about 6 years now. You can find us at www.livingroyaltyclothing.com as well as at livingroyalty.co. Urban brand, we're all about black owned, supporting black owned, and this is actually one of our shirts as well. So.
Okay, yes, we're your brand. Market yourself.
That's what it's here for. So yeah, today we really want to talk about what you guys do as a black owned business, not just as a business, but black owned business, because I think sometimes there's a lot of scrutiny around it. And so the first thing I kind of want to get into. Tell me, both of you guys, your number one pet peeve. Your number one pet peeve about having a black-owned business. Do you think something specific that comes to you just because you are a black-owned business?
Grace got some.
I know, Grace was thinking
Grace was like, she said, my head real quick.
Barry.
Discounts.
Oh! Yeah.
Let's talk
Discounts.
about it.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially at the stage that I am now, I feel like I've done my business long enough that people should not ask me for discounts. You should respect my brand. You should respect what we're trying to do, especially for people who are friends and things like that. Like, you should want to support your friends' brands. And I feel like a lot of time with black-owned businesses, especially when you know the individual, like you'll spend $300 on Gucci, but then you want your friend to give you a discount on their brand. So discounts for me, I feel like black-owned businesses take a hit.
But would you give a discount?
I mean, I give discounts. I've given discounts. There's times where people have earned free shirts and things like that. I'm very big on, showing my appreciation to my customers. But I feel like at some point, people who know you, they feel like they can push that button.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you were an enabler because you started the discounts, and people just feel like because you gave them discounts, they're supposed to just continue to get discounts?
Yes and no. I don't feel like I really gave like discounts out the gate though. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel like I even give out discounts regularly. It's just that people, even if like this their first time supporting, they're gonna be like, dang, this the price. well, what can I get it for? You know what I'm saying? I know you. What can I get it for?
They didn't even give me
and for-
discounts. We can say it.
Yeah, like I don't.
Barry didn't even give me discounts.
I don't even
I just
get-
had to steal it from the box.
I don't
in
even
his
get-
house.
Wow.
I did.
All right.
Wait.
No, I'm just playing.
There's a-
Didn't I pay for stuff?
She probably owe about $500 in merchandise.
There's a back end dispute that I'm still trying to issue out, but that's here for another day.
That's funny.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Like,
don't give discounts.
but my mom don't even get discounts. Like, I feel like
You are brutal.
My brother
No.
does that with his company. though.
yeah, like my mom don't get discounts, but she get first bids on anything that we come out with and stuff like that. Or sometimes I may give her a shirt or something like that. But like, I feel like you should, and I've never been the type of person to ask for discounts. Like, I always pay what your price is. Now,
Yeah.
if you're gonna charge me high, I want the best, you know what I'm saying, product or whatever, but I'm gonna pay your price. And I feel like our price isn't too high. Like, I don't think we started off high. I actually think that we could even go higher on our prices compared to other people in the same field at the same level that we are. So if I feel like our price is already right, you shouldn't ask for this.
Grace?
Ask the question again.
Your pet peeve.
Yeah, your biggest pet peeve having a black-owned business.
Discounts for sure, especially because I guess to piggyback off of Barry, when I first started out, I was giving heck a free discount, free service, come in, da da da. And even now, I still have to catch myself like, girl, you got bills. Like, you can't keep giving away these free services, you know? And I feel like too, because I'm too nice, people feel like they could just already automatically do like the most. Like, oh, I didn't book for this. But I need this. Can I get it? And it's like, yeah, girl, whatever. That's probably one of the biggest.
People get comfortable.
Yeah. And I think with me, because I am a salon owner and a hairstylist, the stigma of the garbage stylist, clients already be coming in like, oh, she gonna be like them, or I came early, girl, because I don't want you to think I'm late. Like. That bothers me. Like, I am not a typical stylist, so I don't want any client, whether you sit in my chair or any of my other stylist chair, like, I don't want you to come in feeling like we're just another typical black hair salon. That drives me
Stop
insane.
right there. Typical black hair salon. What makes that?
Yes.
What's a typical black hair salon?
I mean, I don't know, because I'm above the norm.
Period.
Let me stop.
Tell me what the norm is for a typical black.
No, but
hair salon.
I guess based on like what I hear from other clients, like they're always late or they don't care, or I have clients sit in my chair, they be like, I never got a consultation, or they don't know product knowledge, or they don't know how to shampoo hair, or you know, they disrespectful, they rude. Like, the list can go on and on and on. But that's just something that I strive for my space not to be. Like, I don't want people to come in and feel like, oh, the Style Warehouse is just another typical. Does that make sense? Like, a typical black salon. I don't want that. I don't want that stigma.
I hate that stigma. I was about to say, I
stigma.
hate that stigma that black-owned businesses or salons or whatever it may be has this bad reputation. Like, there can never
service.
It's like, as soon as you be like, oh, I'm black owned, or it's a black owned, you know, company, it's like automatically in our heads as black people we're like, I don't know, because this and that, and I've had this type of experience dealing with this person, I don't want to deal with this person. I hate that stigma. And that's what makes it difficult to support black businesses, because it's like, are you about to, you know, try to overcharge me? Are you about to have an attitude with me? Are you about, and I hate that, because it's like, just because you black don't mean you gotta, you know.
But, and I hate to already jump into the conversation, but thank you, because we as people, I see it a lot in the black community, maybe because I'm black, but we feel like we don't have to have a sense of customer service because we own a business. Like, we feel like, I'm going to give you BS because you're going to pay for this product.
Yeah.
When in reality, I don't have to pay for your product. I don't have to support your business. I don't have to get your service. I don't have to do any of that. And so therefore, I feel like people start businesses or they get into businesses, but they don't know how to properly run a business.
Your
Like
customer service is terrible.
that's the basic. I'm talking about when you walk in the door. Hey, how are you?
And that's the biggest
Like,
problem
That's the
we
biggest
have
thing is
with
the service.
black-owned
And that,
businesses.
I don't know why people don't get that, because customer service can make you or break you. Like, literally. And it's a shameless plug because, Grace, before you started doing frontals, you know, I told you I had to find somebody to do my frontals. But I went to one of the best frontal stylists ever. I mean, my hair was laid. But I waited 6 hours. I waited 6 hours for an appointment that should have been maybe 2.5. 6 hours. And I waited almost 2 hours just to sit in the chair. And she didn't greet me when I came in. She didn't even apologize for being late. Two, three other people had to wash my hair, blow dry it, and braid my hair there just before she even got to me. She really only did the frontal, to be honest.
And you know what
and
the
it's
issue is?
and I would never go back to her. Even as good as my hair was, I would never go back to her.
But
Until
see,
Grace starts
the
doing
issue
frontals.
is that what I have with black-owned businesses, especially hairstylists, is if you're late, they charge you. But if they late, there's no issues. And I'm just like, that's not fair, because my time is valuable just like your time is valuable. So if you're charging me because I'm late, then I'm docking your pay. Like, it should be, you know, it should be hand in hand. Like,
And
I
taking
shouldn't
your
have
tip.
to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even just the tip.
Yeah.
The hair, the style itself, I should not have to pay you if you 2, 3, 4 hours later than you said you was gonna
How
be.
you feel about that, Grace? Because you a stylist.
She like, I don't
And
know.
let me
man.
not-
Ain't nobody
let me
take-
not say-
I still get the same work. It still take the same amount of time to do this.
But what I'm saying is, because of what you said, there was no apology, there's nothing. Things happen.
Yeah.
Situations happen.
Right. Yeah, life
so
is life.
I get it if, you know, you're a couple minutes late, 30 minutes late, whatever.
Yeah.
But apologize. Say you know, this,
I'm
then
so sorry.
offer, you know, I could take whatever
10,
off of your
15,
thing,
yeah.
whatever. But if you just like, girl, whatever, like, get in this chair, like, I'm gonna do your hair, you gonna be done. Like, no, that's rude. Like, just because you feel like you're the stylist, you can treat me any type of way, that's not fair.
Honestly, I think the same rule should apply. Like, if you have to pay for being late, they gotta pay for being late. It's the same. I know it's like,
Come on, go ahead, Grace. Come on, Grace, go ahead, Grace.
This is my thing. It's the same principle, because at the end of the day, I had to be there on time, and I had to wait, and there was still time taken out of my day. Like, even for me, like, I'm very big on accommodating my customers. I'm very big on that. Like, if I'm running behind, if we scheduled to meet and I'm supposed to drop off something, or if my merchandise doesn't come in on time, like, I'm big on, and I told you it's due on this date, like, I'll take some off, or I may throw in a complimentary t-shirt or something like that. Like, I'm big on accommodating my customers. And I feel like a lot of times with, and I don't want to say with black owned, but with black owned, they feel like because my price is this, I can give you this type of service. And I don't care if you purchased one shirt or you bought 30, like, you're going to get that great customer service because you still took the time to pay for something that you didn't have to pay for.
Go ahead, Grace. Let's talk about it.
The late thing, okay, life happens, right? I think, now this is coming from a kid who also grew up in salons, right?
Yeah.
The culture was, my appointment was at 6 a.m. You probably didn't see me till 11. I probably not leave it till 3. But that's how we were. Why? Because our stylists back in the day, they was scheduling like 2 or 3 people at 8 o'clock. That was just the thing. Why? Because as a stylist, I can make more money. Like, sometimes I could be doing a roller set and I feel like, dang, like, I could be making more money with this whole hour I'm waiting for my client sitting up under the dryer, right? As a client, when you're coming in, it looks like, oh, she's always late and blah, blah. But really, she's trying to maximize her time. She's
But
trying
what's more important in the moment?
that's
Is it
fair.
the money?
That's
or
fair.
the service.
It's both.
That's
it's
fair.
both, though.
But
It's in
in
business
my
for money.
right in my industry, it's kind of hard. Now I ain't speaking for everybody, cause it is stylists out here that will really be having you sitting for hours before they even touch your hair.
Or even
But
say anything.
right. I'm not gonna
That's
drop
my
her name.
problem.
Literally.
Jesus.
I mean, I've had moments, cause you never know. Like, I've had clients sit in my chair, they don't like their hair, so I gotta fix it. Now I'm back 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or I'm back 15 minutes, or I'm back 45 minutes, or I have a client who has a lot of hair that I didn't know she had a lot of hair. So I'm pushed back, blah, blah. The difference, though, I think, with, and I can't even say that, the difference between me, and take that with a grain of salt, versus everybody else is, I'm always going to be accommodating. I'm always apologetic. I'm trying to give a discount. My clients be like, no, it's okay, blah, blah. And I don't make it a habit. That I think that's the difference between certain stylists and other stylists. Like, I literally have clients that will go to other people and they'll be like, oh, well, I'm going to such and such, and their habit is always being 3 hours late. That shouldn't be the norm.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it shouldn't.
that shouldn't be like, oh, well, that's just Chris. Chris is always late. Da da da. It should be like, okay, Chris was late once, maybe twice, out of the 6 years I've been going to him. So if he's late, it gotta be cause boom, boom, boom. And then when I do sit in Chris' chair, he's apologetic the entire time. Like, I literally have clients that will tell me, you gotta stop apologizing.
You do.
But that is just because I know that feeling, and I don't want anybody to feel like, well, damn, I was waiting for her, and she was da-da-da-da, blah, blah. Like, I want you to know that I still value your time. Like, even though I might be cutting into your appointment, whatever the case, and anybody that knows me, the first thing I say is, hey, how are you? Do you have to be out by a certain time? My mom tells me all the time, like, you gotta stop saying that. But it's because you want to value somebody's time. Like, you don't want to feel like, because you're paying me, that you on my time. Like, I still have to cater and respect you.
And that was my whole point. It's just like, because it's like, you want to dock me, you want to charge me a late fee, but then it's like, and I'm not saying that you have to discount me, but it's the attitudes, and that's what makes me upset. Because when you come and you just like, you ready? Come on, let's go. Like, who are you talking to? Because you was late, and then it's like, I'm still supposed to pay you the whole price, and you got this bad customer service. Like, it's just, it turns me all the way off, and it just makes me not want to come back.
Because
Now, can I ask this question?
Sure.
Now, why is it that this is more of a concern for women than men? Because I've waited 2-3 hours at the barbershop. We having a conversation. I've never really been that mad at my barber. Now, I mean, it get a little frustrating, but I've never really seen people talk as negatively on barbers.
Because y'all can sit in the chair and get a haircut in 30 minutes, and then we wait for 2-3 hours, and we still gotta wait
2-3 hours
left
to go.
hours to get our hair done.
That's also not true, because I get my hair cut as well. Because your loyalty is with that barber.
Because guys, their loyalty with their barber is different with our loyalty with our stylist. That's different. It's different.
No.
I don't know, man.
Different.
My barber said he was going up to 50. I was like,
And you'll still pay it.
no, I had to do it.
But how long have you been going to that
How long have you been going to your barber though?
Since I was-
Haircuts go
since I was-
from $20 for
Since I was in high school, he was like, yeah, man. And
So you changed your barber?
It really was my fault because I really was in a rush. I was in a rush, and I was like, yo, I'll give you 50. Just knock me out, right? He was like, all right, cool. So he got me in, knocked me out. I wasn't there for an appointment or anything like that because I know it's going to be a minute. So he get me in, he cut me. He said, yeah, so I'm just be honest with you. Like, you know, I'm only doing $50 cuts now. I'm being real exclusive. I'm not catering to everybody and stuff like that. And I'm like, 50? I ain't say nothing, but I start looking for other barbers after the fact. But yeah, 50 is kind of high. And barbers,
and then again, you guys don't complain the way we complain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this was like, all right. Well,
and we are we're more selective on our hair anyway. I mean, we know y'all care about your haircuts, but see me, I got a different stylist for everything.
Right.
Grace do my sewings, okay? And it's not even shade to Grace. It's just that I got different people for Grace do my. I got someone for sewings. I got someone for braids. I got someone for. Oh, that's really all I get. Sewings and braids. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't get your hair cut.
oh yeah. And then clearly I but well yeah, the natural hair thing, but
get your hair
she's
cut?
not all right.
I just asked if you get your haircut.
Anyway,
Trims.
so the trims, yeah.
No, but everybody can do
now you
that.
got a natural hair care, you got
Everybody.
a braids or what. You know, we're very selective and stuff. So we're gonna, our hair in particular, we're gonna be, you know, more specific and complain about stuff like that. Guys, y'all lax, you know what I'm saying? And then I think y'all like being in the barbershop.
Let a barber mess up your
Y'all get
hair.
away from y'all girl.
Yeah, y'all like being in the barbershop. One, y'all like being away from y'all girl, talking all that junk in there.
Well, women need to create a better vibe in
We
the
we have a
salon.
great vibe in the salon.
Wait, we
Yeah,
talk.
you
We
people
talk.
are accommodating and waiting a little bit. Because we'll talk about sports, we'll argue, all
We
of
don't
that.
want to talk about sports in the salon. So
I mean,
Might
y'all
talk
can
about
talk
I
y'all.
want this to be a safe place for y'all. You're not getting your hair done.
Okay.
It's a safe place for us. 'Cause we're getting our hair done.
I didn't say what vibe y'all got.
Oh,
Y'all
okay.
gotta give out. I just said y'all need to.
I think it's a safe space.
You know, start adding, give out some wine
Talk all
while
the
they waiting.
I definitely do that, which I need to do that more. Yeah.
My ideas, I'm
When
telling
you
you.
start, I ain't seen any. I ain't been
Yeah,
here.
that's what I was gonna say. I have to do that more, and I think the
I
reason
would
why
like
I had
to wine.
stopped is because you give them wine, it just be like,
They be
hold your
tall.
head up. They be like, yeah, girl.
One
They-
glass
they-
of
they-
wine.
They be waiting, though, don't they?
They do be
They
waiting.
be waiting.
Bring it back.
That's the customer service.
Yeah.
Like good customer service will bring your people back. You had bad customer service, like you said. You went to that girl one time, you never want to go back.
Even though it was so good, I'm not going back to her.
Like customer service to me is more than what you bring to my head.
Because I can't deal with rudeness. That's a pet peeve for me. Period. I can't do a rude anything. Watch your face. I can't do a rude.
like
and-
that post I sent.
Yeah, there was a post the other day.
And it was basically this
with
girl
the
wanted to
stylist.
get her hair done. And she was like, I need a ponytail for a wedding. Would you happen to have any availability? And the girl texts back and was like, there's a booking website in my bio. And she was like, okay, I just booked for Thursday. She was like, you don't have to tell me when you book. Just read the policy and send deposit in his book. That's rude.
She's rude.
Wait, did she say that she booked for Thursday, or she's going to book, or
Yeah,
wanted
she's like,
to book?
I just booked for Thursday. And she was like, you don't have to tell me you booked. And I'm just like, that's rude.
You don't
like,
think it's rude, Grace?
you don't think it's rude?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I did it before.
No.
I think she didn't have to respond like that. She could have
didn't
just
have
been
to
like,
respond
okay,
like
great,
that.
you know.
Just read the policy and
See
I'll
you
see you
Thursday.
Because
Thursday.
yeah, some people, because I
how
know
you
Grace can
respond.
vouch. I can apologize, but a lot of times I think I've
You don't
gotten
read?
comfortable
You don't read
with Grace. No, I just don't go directly to her booking. I'll text her, and normally at first it's because I'll send her a picture of something, asking like what link should I buy or whatever, because Grace always gives me good recommendations of what I should do. And so I'll be like, okay, I ask these questions or whatever. Okay, I'll do this Friday, whatever. And she'll rerun, girl, go book. And I'm like, you're right, sis. Let me go book. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, y'all have
Because
that
that's her
type of
business.
relationship.
Yeah.
This girl ain't noticed.
That's true. That was a new appointment.
This was a new appointment. So if she's telling you, okay, I just booked for Thursday,
I would've
just to let
canceled.
you know, she was like, you ain't got to tell me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, well, I ain't got to
That attitude, I would have canceled it, because if you rude to me already through social media and I'm just asking you, you know, just confirming my appointment, because you gonna be rude to me in person,
Yeah.
and now we gonna be a problem. So no, I would cancel right after that, because I can't do
It's
it
just
rudeness.
the way you
Depends
talk
on
to
if I
people.
pay the deposit. Because I mean,
If it's
I
a
can't-
$10 deposit,
I don't know if I'm gonna get that deposit back just because.
probably not.
You're
Most of
not.
them are non-refundable.
Not refundable.
But my piece is way more important. So I'm $10.
I mean, I don't know how much y'all.
Yeah,
it was a
deposit
$10
be.
deposit.
Some people pay like 50.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
true.
I ain't.
Yeah, Jasmine Dior's like,
And if listen, and I
Her
know that
deposit.
I think it's like $100, yo.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna that root service. I'm gonna deal with it for this time.
But
My
never
hair-
again.
My hair gonna look good. You feel me?
Yeah, that's right.
It better look good with you
Yeah.
being all rude and stuff.
That's a good point, Barry. What you just said, I don't even think you realize, because we be taking BS because of who it is. Like,
Really?
you ever go to like a black-owned bar, restaurant, you be like, well, the service is terrible, the food was bad, it's dirty in here, but because it's X and X.
Yeah.
But that's what I just said. Like, I don't
Yeah.
care. Like, you could be the top-notch hairstylist. Your customer service is gonna throw me off. I'm not coming to you because I know.
I don't know. It depends. But
Some people
if
are
that
sacrificing.
if the hair was on point, then do you gonna?
Yeah, like you be like, I ain't coming back.
Just because you
But there's
do a
somebody
good
else that
job,
can do the same thing.
This is
that
true,
you
but
do.
if they didn't
Exactly.
know.
And probably better.
Man.
So it's like,
Nah.
just because you are good does not mean you have to be rude. Like, I don't like, because it comes off as arrogant, it comes off
It is
as
arrogant.
snobby, it comes off as
So you're
just,
for it.
I'm not for it, but this is how, from I'm just saying it in their perspective. I'm not like this because I give great customer service.
Do you
But
think?
in listen, in their defense, even if they lose you as a customer, their money flow isn't stopping. You get what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So if my money flow is not stopping, then if I gave a bad customer service to you, like
Okay, on a scale
one
of 1 to
individual
10.
out of 150,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you think your customer service has been overall? The whole 6 years you've been as a business owner. 1 to 10.
to customers,
I said customer service.
customer service, I think I'm at a 9.5 to a 10.
You
for
think
customer
so?
service. I think I could be better at times to some of my staff and things like that. But for customer
What do you
service,
mean by that to your staff? Are you
people,
rude to
or
them?
team or something. I'm not rude. I feel like I could be more accommodating at times. But
you're rude.
And that's coming from her, not me.
You can be.
Rude business.
I think that, and I think people
I don't think.
like
But
business owners.
let me finish. I don't think I've ever been rude. I think I'm just direct and I say things that people don't want to hear. I'm business is business at all times, and I'll never say anything on a business level that ain't about
I
business.
think my mom's calling.
I mean, y'all can.
No,
y'all,
serious. No. On a business, I can vouch for you on a business level. As far as your customer service, Barry, you have been good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about to your team. You rude. Don't know.
I mean,
How it comes off, it can be, you know.
Do you
This
think
is-
that their team? Well, no, I got you. Do you think that because they're your team, they work for you? That's your business. Your business is your name. You know what I'm saying? You have to be harder on them.
Uh-huh.
Your attitude has to be different on them than the attitude that you give to your customers. So you think it comes off a little, like
This-
differently?
This is alright, so I'm gonna take it like this. If I give you a task, right?
Yeah.
If I give you a task,
Mhm.
cool. If you go out your way to do other things that I did not ask you to do, and then you neglect your
you
task,
ask?
and me saying that comes off as rude because people gonna take, well, I did X, Y, and Z, but I never asked you to do X, Y, and Z. I asked you to do T.
That's
And so
different,
people gonna
That's
look at
different,
it.
yeah.
People gonna look at it as, oh, he's being rude because he's neglecting the fact of what she did or he or she did, when nobody knows the fact that all he asked for was this, and that didn't get done. So I think that sometimes
sounds
comes off
personal.
as
But I was gonna say,
Experience.
no, but I was gonna say too, like, just on the back end of watching Barry, you work with a lot of your friends. So you have to lay down a foundation, or if not, they gonna feel like, oh, well, that's just Barry. I don't have to. When really, what Barry does is very big. I tell anybody this. I be like, big
We
buddy
are
Barry.
not
And Ashley knows this because but seriously, Ashley knows this
Yeah.
because I talk about this a lot. I speak very highly of Barry because what you do is not small, and I think because a lot of people in your camp are friends, or they used to be friends, or they're friends of friends, they feel like, oh, that's just Barry.
Yeah.
I could da-da-da. And so if he doesn't lay down a law, imagine Barry's business if he didn't lay down law. Everything
Yeah.
would be lax.
Yeah.
Everything will be lax. And it's not like he's coming from a place of rudeness. He's coming from a place of business.
Right.
And I'm saying that because I relate to that, and that's why I can't work with friends, because I'm too nice.
Yeah.
I
I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, because it depends, and I think, and this is not even a pick. I think that's the difference, because I always
nice.
tell Barry's not a nice person.
But this is my thing.
He's not a nice
Time out.
person.
No. Let's take this back.
You are not nice
no.
like Grace nice.
No, okay.
But,
I'm not Grace nice, but I am a. Listen.
but you're under.
No,
I can't even say that.
This is my thing. No, and I just want to say this because they brought this.
We're
up
not
on
even a
camera.
gang of.
I am overly accommodating on the front end, right?
In business,
So I care,
yeah,
or business
I get
or
that.
anything. I'm overly accommodating on the front end, so I can care less about the excuses on the back end. You get what I'm saying? Like if I say I'll do this, I'll help you out in this. How can we make this work in this? And then you say, this is
Yeah.
But if you say, I got it, I can handle this, I can handle that, it's already being worked on, it's already being fixed, then come day of, none of it got done, then I don't care about the excuses. You know what I'm saying? We could have handled that on the front end. the day of, excuses is out the window. And that's just on a business aspect, because excuses isn't gonna get results. And at the end of the day, I need results.
Have you guys
So,
ever been in a I didn't cut you off. A situation where you had to kind of like flip the switch on a friend that you're working with in business? Well, I know, Grace, you said you don't really work with friends. Well, somebody you're probably close to.
I have.
Have you had to like make that?
What you mean?
Like, let's say, for example, you're working on a project with somebody that you're close to. You guys have a good relationship or whatever, and they drop the ball. How did you handle that?
I'm learning to become confrontational. Let me explain.
Council, you tell them to soon. Rolex, AP, ain't shit.
What are we talking about? Like,
And that's why, because I'm not confrontational at all. I'm probably the most passive person ever, so that I agree with that. Yeah, you need to fix your facial emotions. This is funny.
I said nothing.
Exactly, your face said it all.